Good morning. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers. I have a little bit of a frog in my throat this morning. In any case, we are here every day to talk to you about your e-commerce journey, hopefully to motivate you, get you focused, hopefully to help you not feel like, nothing is going right. So if you are a person that's on this e-commerce journey, if you want to get more organized, more focused, more consistent, make more progress in your e-commerce business, then I encourage you to come join us every morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we are live on Clubhouse. We're also live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. This is my passion, helping people to make progress in their e-commerce business. And today's topic is overcoming setbacks, because we know on this journey, there's always something. Um, Everything does not go perfect. There are days when things are wonderful, and there are times in which things are not perfect. And so we're going to talk about overcoming setbacks. If you're a person that feels like you need some help on your e-commerce journey to be more organized, to be more consistent, to be more focused, then you can schedule a free 20-minute coaching session. You can go to ecomsellers.com, click on freebies, and schedule your free 20 minutes coaching session. If you need some support on your e-commerce journey, you can join eCom Sellers Academy. We'll give you free retail and online arbitrage lists. There's a bunch of different perks inside the eCom Sellers Academy, but you'll gain access to our membership site with over 200 training videos. You gain access to our free Facebook group, and you'll gain access to retail arbitrage and online arbitrage leads list that's sent to you every week, along with wholesale supplier list. So you'll receive that every single week as an eCom Sellers member. In addition to that, there's many other perks that are part of being that are because you're a member of eCom Sellers Academy. So you can go join under ecomsellersacademy.com. It's $17.99 a month, or you can sign up for the lifetime, either one, to help you on your journey. In addition to that, if you are not as organized as you'd like to be, you're not as consistent as you'd like to be, you can grab the e-commerce planner. It was created for sellers, by sellers. You can go to myecomplanner.com. You can download the digital version or grab the book version. Use that to help you to stay more focused and more consistent in your business every day. So our article today, each last month we had a series of different topics that we covered. I think we covered productivity, time management, organization. Um, we covered a lot of different topics, consistency. I can't remember all the topics. And so each day we were pulling up an article that we found online just to kind of go through it. And today we're working through overcoming setbacks. So we're not on the positive side. Yesterday we were not on the positive side as well. Because as part of this journey, stuff is going to happen. A lot of different things are going to happen. We don't know when they're going to happen, but they do. And so we just need to be prepared for them. So this comes to us from Success Magazine. It's 9 tips for overcoming setbacks from 9 resilient entrepreneurs. Now, let me just say, I don't know who these entrepreneurs are, but Success Magazine seems to think they're resilient. So we'll see. So you can check out the article. So the first one is, remember the lows don't last. Remember that the lows do not last. And that's absolutely true. When you have setbacks in your business, when you have setbacks in your life, it's only temporary. It's not permanent. It may feel like it for a while. There's so many different frustrations. So, setbacks like, oh, okay, my account's been suspended, or, because that one happens to people sometimes, or my listings have been taken down or suppressed, depending on the platform that you're selling on. Different things for different reasons. And so just know that the lows don't last. We want you to get back up and bounce back from this. Some people, when they hit that adversity, they just give up. They throw their hands up and they're like, I'm done with this. And, there's always a way around. There's always a solution, or there's always a way to pivot, regardless of what happens. The next one is align with your values. So, okay. So, I'm not really sure. So it says, I have a keen sense of injustice, and rightly or wrongly, I interpret most setbacks as a personal affront. Invariably, someone has not acted properly, something is rotten in Denmark, and I cannot rest easy until the world is set right. I don't know if that's truly a setback, but there are times when there's things that are impacting your values. So one of those things that I feel like most entrepreneurs are looking for, seeking, is more time freedom. And it feels like when you're on this e-commerce journey, it's not time freedom sometimes. It feels like you're working harder than ever just to build your dream. And you're like, I just cannot wait to get over this hump. It's like, as Steve Harvey would talk about, trying to push a boulder up a hill. Like, it's not doable. You can get on the other side of the boulder and pull it up, but pushing it, oh, you're going to be all day. It's not going to take you forever. So aligning with your values, your sense of, I want balance in my life. That's maybe the reason why I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Maybe I want to spend more time with my family, and doing everything you can to make sure that things align. Practice gratitude, absolutely. I think that in the midst of everything, be thankful, be grateful, definitely. Um, Again, there are days when things are going the way that you want them to go, and there are days when things are not in your e-commerce business and in your personal life. And so, in the midst of it all, and I don't know if you guys know that song, but it is a gospel song. It's in the midst of it all. In the midst of it all, be grateful, be thankful for the opportunity, be thankful for the lesson that you're potentially in the middle of learning. Be thankful, be grateful. So, express gratitude, practice gratitude. Um, the next one is change your perspective. So I think that definitely changing your perspective on whatever is happening. When you look at these setbacks, when you look at things that happen, there could be a lesson that is to be learned. And so if you change your perspective, then you may get over the hump faster, or it can help you to make progress in a completely different direction. So, changing your perspective on how the situation is impacting you, impacting your business, impacting your life, whatever it happens to be, it can actually help you get through it while you're in it. And that's for sure. The next one is focus on the next step. Oh, absolutely. Focus on whatever that next step is. So, instead of focusing on where you are and focusing on what's happening, definitely focus on whatever the next step is. In your business, again, there's always going to be something. Trust me. There is. Like, a friend of mine woke up the other day and their account was suspended on Walmart. Like, why? And they're trying to figure that out. It's just sometimes it just feels stupid. The stuff that the platforms do or their AI bots do. It's like, oh, okay, now I got to go fight this battle. So focus on that next step so that you can make progress in your business and get over this hump quicker versus dwelling in the valley and just being like, woe is me, the sky is falling. The next is know that hard means it's worth it. I think that there are sometimes in your journey when you're going through the obstacles that you may be encountering in your business, that pushing through it is going to be worth it. Because again, there might be a lesson to be learned here. There is something that you're going to learn. There will be something that you may never do again because you learned this lesson the hard way, and it's okay. There may be something that you may never do again because of the fact that you remember this now, like it's cemented in your brain. So it may be worth it for you to gain the knowledge, learn the lesson, recover from whatever the setback is, and keep moving, keep pushing. Avoid shortcuts. Yeah, I think that that happens a lot, especially in this e-commerce journey. I can't name the number of times that I've talked to different sellers and they have decided a shortcut to get over this hump. Oh, well, I'll just go do this. So my account's been suspended. I just go open up a secondary account. I just go get me another. I go get another laptop and get another hotspot and create a new email account. I'm just going to get past this. It's like, okay, eventually that stuff may catch up with you. Shortcuts don't always mean that that's the good solution. So work through it so then that way you can get through the setback and make sure that you've learned the lesson. There may be a lesson. I'm just saying. Find your takeaways. Same thing. What's the takeaway from what is happening right now? Whatever that right now is for you, there is something to be learned from this journey. So Always look for the takeaway so you can be motivated to keep moving no matter what. Shift your perspective. Yeah. I think this whole time we've been talking about pretty much shifting your perspective and looking at this from a completely different angle. When you have setbacks, when things happen in your business, you're like very frustrated, very, very angry. You're trying to figure out why is this happening. So when you do have setbacks, and you will, nothing about this journey is perfect. Nothing about life is perfect. Every day there is something in life. So stands to reason there'll be something in your business. Whether it is big or small, sometimes it's just extremely minor, a pebble in the road. And sometimes it's a boulder, and you're like, geez, Louise, how do I get around this? So keep all those things in mind as you're on this journey. Sometimes the things that set us back are just temporary. I can remember, I don't know what year it was. I want to say it was like 2016, and it was just before Q4. So I want to say like in October or the end of September, like um, eBay suspended or suspended my account, and they didn't open it back up until like the first week in December. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? So I was forced to learn and get better at Amazon. I just been messing around with Amazon in 2015. And so I was forced to really focus on my efforts on Amazon. I think it was 2000. It was either 15 or 16. I can't remember. But I was very frustrated. And I did have a backup plan. It wasn't my intended backup plan because I gotten very comfortable with eBay, but I was very frustrated. Like, how you shut down my account? How you shut my account down? Like at the end of September, beginning of October. Like, why are you doing that? So it is very frustrating, and it's going to be okay. Open up my account, and in the midst of it all, there you go, gospel song. I actually got better at Amazon along the way. So just saying. All right, so we're going to go through the daily ecom checklist. My name is Nicole Whitlock, and I am I am passionate about helping people on their e-commerce journey. If you're a person that feels like you need some support, you need a cheerleader, you need some help, you need to get more organized, more focused, more consistent, more structured in your business, I am here for you. You can schedule a free 20-minute coaching session by going to ecomsellers.com, clicking on freebies, and scheduling a 20-minute coaching session. You can also join us. We're live on Clubhouse. We're also live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. You can download our daily ecom checklist, daily checklist, directly in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. If you need support along the way, you can join Ecom Sellers Academy, and it's $17.99 a month. You'll gain access to our live weekly training sessions, our membership site, our over our 200 training videos. You'll get free leads, wholesale, and also retail and online arbitrage leads every single week. In addition to that, you'll gain access to our Facebook group and many other perks. And if you have not already grabbed your e-commerce planner, I want to encourage you to do it. You can go to myecomplanner.com, go download the digital version or grab the physical version of the planner. Use that to help you along your journey. So we're going to do the daily checklist, and we're going to just burn through this really quick. So the first thing is I encourage you to spend at least 5 to 15 minutes the night before getting your life organized. Just 5 to 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be a bunch of time. Just before you go to bed, one, I want you to assess how you did that day. So it was Tuesday. How did you do Tuesday? Did you get through your checklist? Did you get done? How much progress did you make? Let's celebrate the success that we did make. What are the things you need to move to Wednesday? Or maybe move to next week? So let's go through and do that assessment. We want to, number two, update our daily tracking stats for Tuesday. Make sure that you're populating that every single day. That's going to help you to know where you stand in your business. It's also going to help you to stay focused on your tasks so you know what adjustments you need to make along the way. Three, go through and review your online calendar. There's nothing like waking up in the morning and not knowing who you have meetings with or where you're supposed to be today or what's supposed to be happening at school. Like if you have an online calendar, whether it's a Google Calendar, Yahoo Calendar, whatever it is, go take a glance at it before you go to bed so you're not surprised. Okay? And then start building out or reviewing your schedule for Wednesday. If you participate in the weekly planning session, then you probably have already built out your weekly plan. But if you haven't, you can access that checklist inside the e-commerce planning Facebook group. You can also access the video where we talk about it inside of the e-commerce planning Facebook group, or either on Clubhouse. You can go back and listen to the replays, but go download that list if you haven't already done the planning. Okay. And then once you go through that, building out your schedule for Wednesday, it doesn't have to be super detailed. If you've already got what we refer to as the actual, that's great. If you don't have the actual, that's fine as well. And then the next thing is, go through that schedule and build it out. Grab your actual for Wednesday. And we're going to scroll down and we're going to talk about Wednesday morning right now. I encourage you to spend 5 to 15 minutes. So basically, you're investing 30 minutes of your life every day into being more organized so you can reach your goals, into being more focused and help you be consistent. It can be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. It really doesn't matter. You can do 5 minutes, you can do 15 minutes. So, that's your investment. So you can carve out. Everyone has 10 minutes. Everyone does. It feels like sometimes you don't, but you do. So work on making sure that you commit to that 10-minute slot. Okay. So today we're going to go through the process of looking at our checklist for this morning. Number one, step one of the process is to review yesterday. Our goal is to always learn from whatever happened on Tuesday, and to also make sure that we note those things so we can build a better Tuesday schedule in the future. So we're going to review the Tuesday schedule and review the Tuesday checklist. What did we get done? What did we not get done? What are the things we need to fix? What are the adjustments we need to make? Let's go through that process and figure it out. And if we did not document everything, then we're going to add that to the schedule so that way, when we do our assessment for the week, we can always come back and go, I find a pattern on Tuesdays where I'm always doing this, whatever that happens to be. You also want to do a better job of accounting for your time. Where are you spending time? Where are you wasting time? So you got to do a better job of accounting for your time. Step two is to review and update your weekly priorities and weekly habits. What are those weekly priorities and habits that you're working to build or to be consistent about? So go through that. You defined and established your weekly priorities and your weekly habits in your weekly planning session. You also did some of that in your monthly planning session as well. So what did you say were the priorities for the month of May? Number three, glance at your monthly plan. So kind of mentioned that already. So we're going to go through that process of glancing at that. And then number four is to go through today's schedule. It is now Wednesday. Let's go through the schedule we wrote out. We already established, we defined. Let's make sure that it's an inclusive schedule. Let's make adjustments where we need to. Let's rewrite it if we need to. Let's read it. Let's speak it out loud so that way we have the opportunity to get focused on what are the things we need to get done today, whether it's sourcing, whether it's listing, whether it's shipping, whatever it happens to be, whether it's setting up your store, whatever it happens to be. Let's get focused. And then number five, let's work on your schedule for tomorrow, for Thursday. These days go really fast. Very, very, very fast. So let's focus on that and let's make sure that we're ready for Thursday. The next thing we want to do is we also want to make sure that we're thinking about the future as we are beginning the process of planning for our business. What are those things that are coming up that are really not a surprise, but we like to claim them as surprises? They're really not surprises. We already know that the kids are going to be out for summer. Okay, so are we planning for that now? Are we making adjustments for that now? Are we building a template for what we're going to do, how we're going to run our business when the kids are home? Are we going on a summer vacation? So are we accounting for that now? Because again, we don't want to lose momentum in our business. We want to sustain the momentum. So building that stuff out now, like, do you have a plan for what the kids are going to be doing so that you can actually maintain or sustain progress in your business? If you don't, this is your opportunity to actually get going on that and to be thinking about that and making adjustments to building that schedule out. Because before you know it, they'll be home and then you'll be pulling out your hair and you'll be frustrated and your business will be like, oh, well, we have momentum. I'm selling, 200 items a day, and now we're down to selling 10 items a day because of the fact that I'm not able to blah, blah, blah. So you can't use that excuse. We are planning for those things. We're making adjustments for those things. And we also know that if there is a temporary setback because the kids are home, it is temporary. We have our game plan on what we're going to do when the kids are not home, when they're back in school. So keep that in mind. If you don't have kids, maybe you have something else coming up, maybe a, something you're traveling for a job, or maybe you've got family or friends coming in from out of town and they're going to be here for an extended period of time. All of these things are things that would be considered disruptions potentially in your routine. Make adjustments for them, build schedules for them so that that way you don't lose the momentum you're working to build in your business. So I hope that helps you. My name is Nicole Whitlock, and my passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey. If that's you, I encourage you to come back tomorrow. Let's talk about your e-commerce business. You can listen to this live on Clubhouse. You can also listen to it in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. And my prayer for you is that you have a highly productive, super focused, and successful day. With that, we're going to say goodbye for now. God bless, guys.